From the Athens Tech Studios, this is the Athens News Podcast. Local news you can use about Athens and Clark County, all in 7 minutes. And now, here are your top stories.
Hello and welcome to the Athens News Podcast. I'm Melissa Carter. The suspect in the UNLV shootings has Athens ties. Plus, an Atlanta holiday tradition is going away. But first, here are your top stories brought to you by Drake Realty. A disturbing incident at Coyle Middle School is under investigation. Police are looking into a complaint from a 13-year-old student who alleges he was put in a chokehold by a teacher during an argument in his algebra class on November 30th. The student says he couldn't breathe as the teacher tightened his grip. The school district has placed the teacher on leave pending an investigation. This from the Athens Banner-Herald. 19-year-old Davier Oliver has been sentenced to 35 years in prison after pleading guilty to voluntary manslaughter in the death of Nadia Hill and aggravated assault for the shooting of Tyreeka Smith. The plea resulted in a 20-year sentence for manslaughter and an additional 15 years for aggravated assault. Judge Eric Norris accepted the plea bargain, and Oliver is also ordered to spend 10 years on probation post-release. This from the Athens Banner-Herald. A disturbing case of road rage turned violent in Athens last week when a honk of a horn led to an assault. Caught on video outside the Biscuit Basket on Boulevard, a 69-year-old man was punched and knocked out by a motorist after a horn honking incident. This marks the second road rage incident this month in Athens. The assailant, described as a middle-aged black male, is being sought by police. If you have any information, please contact Detective David Harrison at 762-400-7361. This from the Athens Banner-Herald.
It pays to know your doctor. It pays to know your lawyer. And now more than ever, it pays to know your local real estate professional. Hi, I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty, and we have 7 offices in the metro Atlanta area, including 2 right here in Cobb County and 1 at Lake Oconee. I'm the proud leader of over 700 agents here in Georgia, and we pride ourselves in professional service, whether you are the buyer or the seller. Drake Realty makes the home buying process seamless from contract to close. Our agents are a little different. They're not pushing for the quick sale and close. They are pushing for the best price and terms for their client. In other words, Drake Realty fights for you. Now's the time to buy that dream home, vacation home, or new home your family deserves. A lot of real estate agents talk big. Let my team at Drake Realty prove they will fight for you. I'm Jeffrey Drake, and I'd be honored to have my team serve you. Visit us online at drakerealty.com. And remember, it's not how quick you sell or buy, it's what the deal provides for your future.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. At Athens Technical College, their programs can connect you with in-demand and high-paying careers.
I graduated from Athens Tech in May and started my job 2 weeks later. I had the job before I left, thanks to my professor, and just focusing on growing a career.
As far as Athens Tech, I think I've been a member of the advisory panel for 10 years now, and it's been an awesome experience.
I'm currently going to Athens Tech. I started out as an accounting major. I've finished all my accounting classes and then switched over to the culinary and baking program.
My name is Alex Lang. I'm an electromechanical engineering student. This is my second year at Athens Tech, and I graduate in December. The long-term goal is to work for the railroad, whether that be Norfolk Southern or CSX.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. Find out more at athenstech.edu.
From the 11 Alive Facebook page, there won't be a peach drop this year on New Year's Eve. The mayor's office confirmed that the beloved tradition won't happen as the city focuses on celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop and local community activities. The peach drop hasn't been an annual event since 2017. Amy Trapani says, that's sad. Every city deserves holiday traditions like these. Too bad the city can't find a way to make it a safe family event like it was when I grew up in Atlanta in the 80s and 90s. Kathy Duro responded, the peach drop was never anything but an opportunity for drunk, disorderly, poor behavior. Nancy Marie responded to the reasons given for not having a peach drop by saying, BS. Just say you're done with the peach drop and stop lying. A former UGA doctoral student is a suspect in the shootings on the UNLV campus earlier this month. 67-year-old Anthony Polito killed 3 people and injured another on December 6th. Polito was later killed by police during a shootout. Reports indicate that no students were harmed during the incident, but the motive behind the attack remains unclear. Polito, a former student at the University of Georgia, had a history in academia, serving as a professor at Eastern Carolina University's Business School from 2001 to 2017. On the morning of the attack, Polito mailed 22 letters, with one containing a suspicious white powder, to university personnel nationwide. A list discovered by police suggests specific individuals at UNLV and ECU may have been targeted. This from the Red and Black. In UGA sports from Atlanta News First and the Red and Black, Callie Dickinson, a former member of the UGA swim and dive team, has been nominated as a top 9 finalist for the 2023 NCAA Woman of the Year Award. The Georgia women's basketball team defeated Furman 85-55 to secure Coach Abrahamson Henderson's 400th career win. The men's basketball team defeated Georgia Tech 76-62. In football, Georgia Bulldogs' Mekhi Muse, a key player in offense and special teams, has entered the transfer portal. Muse, with 2 years of eligibility left, recorded 13 receptions and ranks 18th nationally in punt returns. Fellow Bulldog and backup quarterback Brock Vandegrift announced he's heading to Kentucky. Meanwhile, tight end Brock Bowers makes history with his second straight John Mackey Award. Residents near Athens are raising concerns over a proposed gravel quarry just north of Athens, Clark County. Vulcan Materials plans to use 1,000 acres of land in Jackson County, situated alongside a mile of the North Oconee River. Worries include potential air and water pollution with the quarry's proximity to the North Oconee River. Environmental groups cite Vulcan Materials' history of environmental offenses. Despite concerns, ACC Public Utilities ensures water quality monitoring. This from the Red and Black.
Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. All rights reserved.
This podcast aggregate content from other sources for informational purposes and is in no way trying to infringe on the copyrights or businesses of any other entities. All content posted up on the site is used under the Fair Use Copyright Law 107. All audio, media, and articles are copyrighted to the original owners. All audio on this podcast are embedded from YouTube.com and are owned by their respective copyright owners. No audio information are copyrighted or stored on our servers. The court ruled that linking or embedding copyrighted videos is not copyright infringement, even if the source video was uploaded without permission. However, we will gladly remove any audio clip upon valid request from respective copyright owners. Any owners also have the option to disable embedding his YouTube videos on other websites. News and press articles are owned by the respective copyright owners. Where possible, the appropriate accreditation or source of the article is given on the same page. The audio-video files on the site are for listening purposes only. Downloading of these files to one's computer is strictly prohibited. They are owned by the respective copyright owners. If it is in the organization's belief that the usage or specific content used on our site containing copyrighted knowledge conflicts with authorized use and or does not comply with fair use as described in the context, contact us through our contact page and we will remove the offending content immediately. Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast.